You want a background? Hold on. Hold on.
Well, you know, it only matters very little.
Well, no, it matters a lot, apparently. So hold on. Let me find. I didn't like my logo because it's not sized right for this, but let's try it anyway. Hold
Everything of yours is sized right.
on. Yeah, size this. Well, I'm going back to green, big boy.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do your thing.
Choose
Do your thing
video.
with the green.
Just background and effects. Okay, tell me some stuff. I'm so screwed up. Here we go. Blur backgrounds. Okay, I'm blurred. I'll be green for this. You are a very difficult host.
Mm, I never tire of hearing that. Okay, well, that looks pretty crappy too, to be honest with you, because you see, you got the green on both sides of you, and then you've got the blur of the living room or the bedroom.
Jesus. So I redid my entire office just for you. Happy now?
Okay, so here's the thing. You're the
Yeah.
TV pro, the
Yeah.
creative genius, the
Yeah.
producer, the person
Yeah.
who does television, and you can't even set up a shot on Zoom.
Yeah, I suck. I'm clearly a talentless fraud.
What have I eaten today? I had some shrimp today. Some
Oh,
shrimp, which was
done.
like an hour ago. They were, I'm assuming they were probably steamed because I had them cold. So I had them out at a restaurant. So I'm not exactly sure the method of the way they cook them, but they were with cocktail sauce. Let's see, for breakfast, I had like a little egg casserole that I had made ahead of time. So it was scrambled eggs baked with like hash browns in there and veggies. Yeah.
Oh, what have you eaten today?
Ooh, I had a mac and cheese broccoli.
Mac and cheese. Now, is that a homemade thing or is that out of a box thing?
It was a box thing. I know. I didn't have time
There's
this morning.
a little bit of shame going on right there. I can see
yes,
it.
yes. Well, yes, talking to a renowned chef and telling them I ate breakfast out of a box. But I do. I made a soup today or yesterday. A kale fake. My wife is a vegetarian, so we use a vegetarian
Oh, I'm
sausage.
so sorry to hear that.
We've been creative out of it. It's allowed us to find some really great stuff, like great Indian food. A lot of that is vegetarian. A lot of Ethiopian food is wonderfully. So I've tried a lot of things. But I had like kale sausage soup with coconut milk. It's got this. It's delicious. I'm
I
really
see
proud.
what you did there. You added the sausage so your wife wouldn't have any of it.
No, it's fake sausage.
Oh God, fake sausage.
I know.
Okay, now you got to explain something to those of us who aren't crazy. But why would someone who doesn't eat meat, who's a vegetarian, celebrates not eating meat, want to ever be able to go ahead and make mock meat? Hey, Matt, you ever eat an egg sandwich? Yeah, Frank, I've had bread and eggs before.
Yes.
Was there ever a time in your life, Heidi, that you just wanted to say, F this, I'm going to become a carnivore?
Oh, yeah. Hi, my name is Heidi Herman. I'm the author of the tasty. Nope, sorry.
Take two.
Take two. Hi, I'm Heidi Herman. I'm the author of the Hidden Vegetables Cookbook, 90 tasty recipes for veggie-averse adults. And you're listening to 50 Tastes of Gray. In South Dakota, it is the official nosh. And not even, most states don't even have an official nosh. But it's basically beef or lamb, and it's seasoned and pan-fried in little bite-sized pieces.
I love the way you went from obscure to Yiddish in like 2 seconds. That's beautiful. People around me are kooky and crazy and wild and out of control. And I would just be this. And that makes people even nuttier.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you talk like you do a lot of edibles. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man.
A lot of edibles.
Yeah.
Edibles. Did you say edibles?
I did say edibles. I said it. I said, yeah, you talk like you do some edibles.
You never know, and it's quite possible.
You can't. I knew it. I said, you are Zen, my friend. I knew what was going on.
You are funny. Hey, man, let's shift gears for a second. What have you eaten today?
So I had today, you threw me off. I just ate. I had a Tex-Mex salad. So I had it's just lettuce, black olives, croutons, onions, and grilled chicken salad. Yeah. Had a healthy. And then this morning for breakfast, I had an apple, 2 bananas, and an oat bar.
Tex-Mex in Jersey, how is that? Could you classify what that's like?
So you have no idea what Tex-Mex? So if I'm being honest, I don't know why they call it Tex-Mex. I think it's supposed to be now. Do you? Because you're a chef. Let me reverse it right back to you. Can I phone a friend?
You can, and I'm always here. You have my number.
Oh, let me think here. What did I eat today earlier on? Sometimes when I'm working, especially if I'm writing, I just kind of get up in a fog and I just grab something. I had samosas, which I'm sorry to say is one of the words that is not in Cupboard Love. Yeah, I had some really good samosas, nice spicy samosas.
I had okay, so I had a wonderful local breakfast dish, baked. It's called bakes. It's basically like fried bread. I had my bakes with cheese, so they stuffed some cheese inside of there. Very popular breakfast food here in Dominica.
I had an egg with green pepper and tomato and onions and feta in it, and coffee and water that has extra caffeine in it. That's my intake so far.
I made banana bread muffins yesterday, and I've probably had more of them today than I should have.
What have I eaten today? This is actually, it's a tough one because I'm on a diet and I'm trying to force myself not to eat anything except dinner because I've been growing, bigger and bigger and bigger. So far today, I'm an old guy, so I had Metamucil.
So you're on the old Metamucil diet.
Yeah, I know. It's horrible.
You have to tell people, of course, of a younger generation exactly what Metamucil does and what it's for.
Okay. It makes it easy to go to the bathroom. What can I say?
I am not a big veggie guy, but I need to have veggies. So I have a big shake in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a foundation of water and fruit and ice, and then a huge amount, like an inordinate amount of spinach,
mm-hmm.
and then protein powder, flaxseed, and some other stuff. And then have that. And I'm not a candy guy, but I love baked goods. And so I go to Costco and get the big lemon poppy seed muffins.
What have I eaten today? Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. A lot less than I should have. Coffee, a smoothie, and half a nectarine.
That's it?
That's it. Why is that?
Just wondering. You're a decision scientist. You practice decision science, which I'm going to have you please describe to everybody who's watching or listening to us. How did you arrive at the decision to eat what you ate today?
So that's a really great question.
Oh my gosh. So, I got home at 5:00 this morning. So my circadian rhythm and therefore my satiety, my hunger, my desire to eat is all over the place, which is a whole nother, neurological thing that can be discussed about the relationship with food. So when I finally woke up after sleeping for the first time in a few days, don't recommend to anyone. I made myself hummus. That's my go-to. I'm a vegetarian, and that's my go-to fuel.
So what do? You open up the can, you rinse it, you pop it in a food processor, you add your oil and your spices, and you grind, and then you dip and you enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been working from home today, so I've been eating poorly. I work from home, so I don't go out for lunch. I just stay here and work from the office. And but this morning I had a veggie omelet, so I try to have a good breakfast and made a 3-egg omelet with spinach, onions, tomatoes, garlic, and made a nice little scramble with some Asiago cheese on top, and that was a nice little breakfast. And enjoyed that.
Let's see. I had a whole wheat English muffin that was 100% sourdough that I had made earlier in the week from scratch. Some wonderful organic butter on top of that. A farm fresh egg from our local CSA, which are, and I've shopped, as a professional chef, I've shopped for eggs. These are the most delicious eggs I've ever eaten.
Today I had some bacon for breakfast because I made bacon for my son and there was some extra. It's very boring. And then I had some cottage cheese with pineapple and strawberries. But I was also putting together a marinade for tacos al pastor, because my son said, I think, can we have tacos? And maybe you can do something different. And so I found a tacos al pastor recipe, and I spent some time blistering dried chilies and roasting garlic in a pan. And I made the marinade, and now the pork is in my fridge waiting to be grilled up later today.
So when it comes to food, then away from the ballpark, what have you eaten today?
So today, that is fake news. So I lost my taste and smell in January of 21.
No kidding.
So I had got COVID and I lost it. It never really came back. And I've never been a real foodie, so I don't miss it all that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I use food like a gas station. I know that I need to eat just to refill my tank, whether I'm going to run that particular day or do a 2-hour show. I need fuel. I had today a bagel and Nova from Zabar's with onion, and I had some herring in sour cream on a piece of rye bread.
Oh,
and I had a bottle of water, a Dr. Brown's Diet Black Cherry. I had a shot of a supplement like for liver health and some such thing. And I had 2 pieces of saltwater taffy. I had probably 10 jelly beans. And I had a black and white cookie. And I believe that's what I've eaten so far today.
I had an egg sandwich. It's just 2 eggs, and I put like some cilantro and some cheese and some hot sauce between 2 eggs. That was my breakfast. And I had some mousse de maracujá. And that's all I've had for lunch so far today.
Way to go, high protein.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I went to the gym this morning, so I needed an extra kick of protein.
I love it. That's great. So my breakfast is almost exactly the same every morning. I have an egg white omelet with veggie bacon and cheddar cheese and turmeric and pepper. And then I have a smoothie that you don't have the 4 hours that it would take me to tell you everything that's in it. And then for lunch, I have a glass of water with athletic greens in it and almond butter.
Today's a bad day. So today it was just a McGriddle from McDonald's.
Oh my God.
Well, that's a great question. What did I eat today? Totally doesn't make any sense at all, actually. I ate Japanese curry and rice. That was all I had. I had coffee this morning as well. I have a little mocha pot that I make my coffee in the morning.
What have I eaten today? I made myself a salad earlier. I also, Stacey, what was I eating today? I forget. I made myself tuna fish, put some fresh red onions in there, squeezed a lemon in there, and I ate it on my siete chips. I have siete chips, which are corn-free tortilla chips. Tonight we're making those with our own taco seasoning. So I make my own taco seasoning mix. I make my own flour, 2 different flour mixes. I make my own beef rub mix. So when it comes to doing those things, I usually have a little something in the cabinet that I could put right on whatever I'm making.
I'm glad you asked, because I was like, surely he's going to ask me about food today. So I'm doing a lot of prepping. So I'm in Illinois and we have winter and the power can go out. And then I also just like to have food on hand, and I have more time to create and then freeze it and whatever. So last night I made the best onion soup I've ever made in my life. And I usually don't follow recipes, but I like to look at a recipe. And this was a recipe that had, after you do your onion thing, you get a little bit of tamarind, a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and some garlic and some thyme. And then once you've browned your onions, put that in there, and it made it so rich and amazing. And then today I am prepped for a stew. Like I've kind of prepped my stew meat, and I don't know what I'll do with that yet, because I won't actually make a stew, but I'll make something, maybe like a stroganoff. And then I'm also going to make a big, huge thing of mushroom soup.
I had salmon and salad, and I had a tuna pasta salad. So 2 salads today. But it has been quite, British, it has been quite warm here. So it's been quite refreshing to have 2 nice salads. So a lot of things is like spaghetti bolognese. We have a lot of pasta-based meals. We do try to be healthy, but we also do like takeaways as well every now and then. I actually quite like Chinese takeaway. One of my favorite things actually is there's a carvery that does a roast dinner that's not that far from us, and they are really, really nice. You get like nice meat, and I don't know if you know what a Yorkshire pudding is, but you get like nice Yorkshire pudding.
Oh,
you get
you
nice,
bet.
nice veg. Like I love that. That's my favorite takeaway. It's really, really, really tasty.
Oh, today's a funny day because I actually, very odd coincidence, was actually making some Ethiopian food. I was making some shiro what. We're doing a very large party tomorrow, which is one of these Taste of Brooklyn things. So we have 20 different food representing different famous restaurants or different cultures within Brooklyn. So I actually was making some shiro what, which is basically a pulses stew. That's quite lovely.
Oh my gosh. Anybody who is from within a 150-mile radius of Cincinnati will understand immediately what I'm going to say. I had a three-way.
Oh, geez. That sounds a little bit kind of risque and saucy, my friend.
Well, if you know Skyline Chili, you know what a three-way is. Skyline Chili is a Cincinnati chili place. And Cincinnati chili is different from any other kind of chili you've ever had. And it's one of my favorite things. So I had a three-way, which was Cincinnati chili, spaghetti, and cheese.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, man.
Have you heard about biryani?
Yes, but maybe some people haven't. So do tell exactly what that is.
Sure. So basically, biryani is an Indian cuisine that is made of rice and some aromatic spices, right? Cardamoms, cloves, and it's a full mouthful flavors of different spices.
Today, just a peanut butter and a banana. My big meal of the day is always dinner time because that is family time. Again, it's all about family and the stories that you get to tell and the time you get to spend together while cooking and eating.
Oh, I actually haven't eaten a lot today yet. A lentil stew, a lentil coconut stew, which is coconut milk. Basically lentils, carrots, celery, tomatoes, and then a nice dollop of coconut milk and peas.
How about you being in the kitchen? Sometimes your feet and back hurt. And what about that occasional oil? Got to be careful.
What have you eaten today?
First thing in the morning, I put down about 4 eggs. That's number one. And I also was doing some granola. And then I take my protein powder for a little bit with 2 bananas, which is nice. For lunch, I put down some veggies and some chicken, and a nice salad. Might just munch on some stuff this afternoon, just like an apple or something. And then for dinner, I'll have something light. I don't know. We'll see what the wifey's making as a surprise.